All right, we are going live.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. There's my computer. Oh, the calling. All right, Mark. Well, here we are. We should be like friendly to our audience.
And say hello.
Hello.
And good evening.
Hey, tonight we got a great little show going on. We're going to talk about a visit we had, an investigation we had. We always called it a cave, but it's not really a cave. It's more like a room underground.
Right.
Because there was like a light fixture there.
It was a basement, basically.
Yeah, basement underground that's been covered with dirt and leaves for years. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Rita. And so this is kind of interesting. It was our idea that we wanted to add a dear friend of ours tonight. We haven't figured out how to do that yet. I was like pushing buttons forever. But we got some cool stuff. We got some, maybe halfway through the show, we'll go over some EVPs and a few other things like that.
There you go.
All right, trying. Thank you, Steph. All right, I'm going to try to get Steph on here. Oh my gosh. Hello, Lori. Friend investigator who's going to join us tonight.
And there's
There it is.
Hi, Steph.
That's awesome. How you doing out there?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I tried to get you on in my way and purpose, and I couldn't get it accomplished. Apparently I'm not technically smart enough to be able to accomplish that.
Well, it's difficult. And like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we're lucky tonight that it's actually working.
Yeah. And boy, and it's really neat that the three of us are on here, because it was the three of us who went down into the cave. And I'm going to show just a little tidbit of that right now. There we are. We're staring at the cave. We're getting ready to go in.
I think I'm already in there at that point.
Mark might already be in there.
Oh,
and, so
you were the first one in.
I was.
Yeah.
I had to do it.
So we have a couple EVPs. They're not all from in the cave. They are from the surrounding woods down there in southern Minnesota, where we were at. And just to point out to the audience, for safety reasons, we're not going to give the real specifics on where this underground basement room was, because of the fact it is a dangerous area. We went in with ropes, and we had first aid kits and medical people trained, and medical personnel right here.
Teamwork.
And teamwork.
We had teamwork. So yeah, and there was, we had Katie from Sim was filming, and Kim and Dorothy from Cat Paranormal and Jerry from Sim were all out there watching. And I'm from Sim too, and Squatchers. And so It was fun. It was an adventure. And if you listen, what I thought was funny is when I listened to the recording, it was like Dorothy was saying, "Katie, aren't you going to go in?" "I'm not going to go in." Same thing. It was really funny. So it was super fun. I thought it was very adventurous.
It was.
Right. Yeah, it was essentially, and you mentioned most of the teams. I appreciate that. Part of what we now call the Minnesota Para Connection.
Yeah.
And it's just a small group of people from the teams who have gathered together to occasionally do group events and investigations. And oh boy, we had a blast.
We did. It was fun. It was super fun. I mean, who else? All right, who else do you know that would just go down in a hole like that?
Right. I tell you, I think the group that we had there was eager as beavers to get down in there and see what was going on.
I do
And-
too.
And there was some surprises too.
Yeah.
That hole in the back. I mean, we're in a hole that's essentially a part of a basement underground, probably partially caved in a little bit.
And there's a hole in the hole.
And there's a hole in the
There's
hole
a hole in the hole.
that's another 5 feet deep.
Yeah. That you stood in a couple of times.
And I'm going to show a bit tonight of the audio and, the video in a hole of us doing the audio session down in that hole, in the hole.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, hello, Derek, hello, David. A lot of people are cruising by. We got a lot of watchers. Hello, Pam. And you got a show, you want to plug your show quick, as long as you're on here? You've got a show right after this.
I do. So we have the Gathering radio show is on at 8 o'clock on the Para X radio network. And I do that with my co-host Heidi Steffens. And so we're having another gal on from another team. See, this is what para connecting is all about, right? So we're having Danae on from, I think she's with Central Minnesota Ghost Hunters. You guys know her. She was at Humbird last October. So she's going to be on because she has the most equipment of anybody I know on planet Earth. So she's going to talk about all of those things. So that'll be kind of a fun one.
That's neat. And you hit it right on the nose. It really is about sharing the field. We were just a week or so ago, we did a case with Minagosta.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
A baby team.
It's a new emerging team that's just getting started. They were looking for some mentorship, so they called us up and had us come on an investigation. And great bunch of people. Really enjoyed spending time with them too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like it. And that's what's fun is, and the new teams need people who have been around for a while to show them how to do it really. You know what I mean?
And these guys are all straight up newbies.
Yeah. So we talked a lot about safety and grounding and foundations and do's and don'ts and what to be careful for. But we just had a blast.
Oh yeah, they're super nice. Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, the house we were at, and we're gonna totally switch the whole talk into something else, but that's all right. As long as things are flowing, so be it.
This is what happens when you get para peeps together, right?
I know, it's Chat Up City.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. We had a great opportunity to get together as the Minnesota Para Connection team. And we're out in this area in the winter more, or early spring, and we find this cave out there. But at the time it was just iced over. It was just nasty.
And it was already nightfall.
It was already dark.
Yeah, it was dark.
Yeah, there's a glacier going into it, so super slippery. We could have done it, but
we wanted to get in there anyway, didn't we? We were like, oh, come on. I'm like, come on, we can do it.
If I would have had my other vehicle with the rope in it, we would have probably went down that day.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it was the safe thing to do, to wait and get organized. I had to create a cave kit with my paranormal team with some proper ropes and tools and stuff to make sure that we were safe. And we get down there, and it was really, we couldn't quite stand up to describe it the best.
Well, I don't know. I could stand up, but I'm kind of short.
At the bottom, yeah, it was a little bit better.
Right. Hello, Dan, Kristen. I say hi to a few people. I'm trying to catch them. We're recording off the phone tonight because of the fact that I want to show videos on the computer. And frankly, I'm just not technologically advanced enough to have somebody on the screen with me and show some videos. But you know what? I think we should show a little tidbit, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it if you have a few more minutes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to switch it up. Mark, you're going to have to switch us around to the view.
I'm going to try. Maybe it's not going to let us. Oh, wait, here we go.
There we go.
Boom,
we got it. All right. So I'm going to get rid of that one.
Where'd Steph go?
Whoa, where'd she go? I don't know. Try to go back again, see what happens. I'll get this up in the meanwhile.
Apparently, Steph dropped off.
Oh, she
Hi, Kim.
probably come back on.
All right. I am going to flip this again, people, while Russ is getting ready.
Yes, because we got some EVPs coming up. Now I made a fancy little. All right.
Audio device.
Now I'm gonna. Is that too big? That's big, isn't it?
Oh, you can do that. That's fine.
Does that mean I have to climb the whole thing?
Yeah.
So here we are. We're down in there, and we're setting up to do an digital audio session, and you can see I'm in the hole down there. So I'm at armpit height. So I'm not that darn tall either. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, I responded to myself.
Yes,
First and foremost, there will be no evil, Lord Jesus Christ. No evil is allowed to function nearby us.
Administration.
Anything. In Jesus' name. Amen.
No.
Nope.
No? What did this used to be down here? Is there anybody still down here?
There you're back.
So that's us down in the hole. This is on the Minnesota Para Connection website. So if anybody wants to see it, there is a chance to see it from there in its full entirety. I probably will pull some of this and save it too. Let's catch the end of it once.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to switch back again real quick. Okay, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna shut this down in 3 of any type, even the souls that are here. You all have to stay here unless if you go up.
I mean, this is barely a head of mine above water there.
In the name of Jesus Christ. 2.
All right. So anyway, that's gives you a feeling of what it was down there. So we essentially were here a little bit, but it wasn't horrible.
No,
not too bad.
no, it wasn't that bad.
We had plenty of space in there to move around, but I'll tell you what, Mark was teasing me a little bit about getting in that hole and something grabbing my feet. And well, as a matter of fact, I think there's even a spot on here where I first get in there where I felt something on my shoulder.
Did
Yeah,
you?
'cause there was a little wash under there by your feet.
There was a washout, yep.
Did it go very far back there? Not
Oh
really.
yeah, you said that. I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember you said it looked like it had been washed out underneath the hole in the
Yeah, it
hole.
was water, like rainwater or something. And it was at least a foot out. There could have easily been holes in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I'd be
Yeah.
interested to dig in there.
Yeah.
You'd be interested to what?
To dig in that hole.
Oh.
Get down a little farther, see if, there's.
I
if that
can't
goes
help but
anywhere.
think that maybe that was some type of, maybe a septic hole where a septic system maybe was in there. No, I mean a
Ew.
pump for
okay.
for flooded water.
Well, it did
Not
have that
like a-
door on the top. Remember, it had like a trap door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to tell. It's hard to
Yeah,
tell.
it'd be fun to find out what that actually was for.
Yeah.
But
It would be, for sure.
that one might be tough.
Yeah. So, well, let's
We'll
go
never
over a
know.
couple. We got a couple EVPs, and
Oh.
I'd like to get your comments and perhaps the comments of the audience here and see what they
Yeah.
think of some of these EVPs.
All right, so I'm going to
Okay.
switch back. And then while he's setting that up, we should go and do some caves down in Red Wing, since we have a
We
cave
should.
kit now.
Yeah,
We
now
should.
that they have a cave kit.
I know. Definitely.
There's down in Red Wing. There's one called the Horseshoe Caves. That's
Oh,
wonderful. What do you got?
I'm going to start out with the critter in the cave because
Okay.
that's just neat. So there's no audio on this, but watch right here. There he is.
Oh yes. What do you think it is? It looks like a beaver or a woodchuck.
Woodchuck, I think.
Yeah.
But
What's he doing?
he like chewing on that board. And
I
he
know.
comes over here. He's digging around.
Yeah, that is a woodchuck. I wonder where it came from.
But I got it on the clip so he comes closer. He'll come right over here.
Oh, there he is. Look.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
That's awesome.
But he was down there, obviously, in between
Yep.
when we dropped off the equipment and then came back.
Right.
Yep.
And for a moment, that hole that we kept tripping in, he went down in there for a bit and then come back out.
Yeah, I found that immediately when I walked down there. I fell right into it.
All right, so here's one. I'll play this one first. Come on.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. Here, maybe I can get a better angle from out here. It almost got to get kind of far away, unfortunately. But I have the words on there. Here's one that I put on there that...
Hurry! Get under us! Hurry! Get under us! Hurry!
Now, we didn't know... I mean, that certainly didn't sound like you giggling.
And I don't even think that sounded like me saying, "Get out of there, Russ."
Yeah, I remember you saying it, but it
you.
just... I think that I think I was still down underground, so maybe there was this...
I was probably messing around, but...
Yeah. All right, now here...
Do you think that was when we were...
What did this used to be down here?
I've got that on so loud. What's that?
I was just going to say, do you think that one happened when Mark and I were already up on the surface and you were still waiting to come up, or were you still in
That's
the
what
hole?
I'm thinking. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
coming out that smaller hole?
Yeah, I think
that's
that
what
was
I'm wondering.
about at that point. Hello, Jill. Hello, Tim. I'm trying to catch some names. If I don't catch all your names, I apologize. Here's one where we ask what that house underground was. And you can already see the response.
What did this used to be down here? What did this used to be down here?
Now,
That's
now
pretty
is that
cool.
really loud, Steph, or not? How
I
does
can
it
hear
sound?
I
Is
mean, I
it
can
too
hear it
loud or
just
is it okay?
No, I think it's okay because then you can hear better, for those of us who are listening to it on the screen. So I think it's fine.
This is one of Mark and our favorites.
That was just funny.
Now,
And
did
that
these
was-
so these happened when we were gone? Is that when they happened?
That one was down in the cave, and that would have been while we were gone.
Yeah. So these are, they weren't, because you used, when we were down there and we recorded that video, you were using something, I don't remember what you called it with that.
Yeah, we
speaker?
used an app
Yeah.
during our audio session, but these are all straight up EVPs.
That's
Well,
awesome.
actually, the Grave House, I think was the only one I have here that came off the audio box. All the rest of these were EVPs.
When we weren't there. So
Right.
they were chatting like mad. Yeah, that's cool.
This one here is a native word. And if anybody knows what this is, let me know. Hello to Brandon, Kristen. Here's the native word that I didn't...
Oh, is there still battery on it? Wow. Oh, is there still battery on it? Wow. Oh, is there still battery on it? Wow.
It almost sounds like Winona.
Maybe? Yeah,
I
that
don't
could be.
know. Yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely.
We are in southern Minnesota, so there's a potential that they pick out different, just mention maybe where they're from.
Yeah. could be.
Okay, we got 2 and 1 coming. Now this one is one of my favorites. Little bit harder to hear, but let me know what you think.
Yeah,
Could you hear that one?
I could hear it. Yep, I could hear it.
Yeah, it's a little harder to hear the words clearly, but here's Mark's favorite here.
Yeah, this one's my favorite.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's quite the voice, isn't it?
Yes.
Revenge.
That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. Can I say it?
Well, and I mean, we had a lot going on in that space we were in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was more than just a hole in the ground. There was other things going on, and I can see where there would be both a little dark and a little light involved. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And sometimes it is frightening.
It is.
But I think that, I think there's a lot of times light workers there with us, a lot
Mhm.
too. And I think that's where perhaps one of the light workers was talking to one of the spirits saying, hey, just say prayer. And you hear that on near-death experiences all the time,
Mhm.
where somebody is just sitting there and they're lost, and suddenly they just remember a tiny little bit of a prayer. They might even get it mixed up with something else, but they get just enough of a prayer out, and all of a sudden the light appears.
Yeah.
And I'm always been fascinated by near-death experiences. I know there's definitely something to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks, Kim. I see you on there.
Kim was
I-
there.
I was trying to watch the names, doing a very poor job of it, but it's on my phone, so everything's so small.
No, I
And
know.
Plus, we're trying to play things here and there.
Yep.
But
No, this is fun. This is
overall,
really
what do
cool.
you think? Sometime we have to go back, or what do you think?
Yeah. Hey, anytime. I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, we were going to go through some other caves, and it got a little late.
Yeah,
And,
it did. And
so
we
that's
had to be
something-
somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. So
'Cause
there's
that's how
a
it is.
lot ahead of us as far as things to do.
Absolutely.
And we got like 7 whole minutes yet. And yours starts though, but not till 8 or when?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Yep. But I have
Okay.
to, yeah. But you know what? I think maybe I will drop and let you guys finish this so that I can do a few things before my show. But hey, thanks for inviting me on. This was fun. And those EVPs, awesome.
Yeah, it was fun having
It
you.
was fun having you. And hey, we look forward to doing something with you and the crew soon.
Absolutely. All right.
All right.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
bye now.
Bye, guys.
So yeah, definitely. We really had quite the experience down there. And that's just, I mean, we didn't even talk about personal experiences yet.
The horse show is The Gathering.
The Gathering.
And that'll happen at 8 o'clock tonight
Yes.
on Para X Radio.
Para X Radio. Yes, and that's fun too.
It is.
And one of the other fellas has a show tomorrow night called The Calling.
The Calling, yeah.
So, and that's on Para X Radio too.
What time is that one?
I think that's at 8.
Was that 8? 7 or 8, yeah.
Mark and I are kind of small time. We're Facebook.
Yeah.
But hey,
Who knows?
we enjoy it. We're having fun. And that actually was our first guest. I don't think we actually invited a guest before, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, we can do that more.
Yes, we definitely can do a lot more different things as we learn, and one little tiny step at a time for me, because some of this I dinged around for a long time prior to starting trying to figure some of this out. But thank you.
Yeah, good stuff.
So anyway, so we're out there and we're traveling around this old I mean, there's old buildings and stuff out there, and we were picking up. Well, actually, you did a lot of ground pounding. He was out there just like a hound dog, sniffing out foundations and stuff, and he really was finding a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, I was trying to line stuff up. Yeah, to see what it was. And
because you actually, I got to give all the credit to him. He found maps of the area.
Well, that wasn't even me. That was Steph, actually.
Oh, okay. And but anyway, you had them enlarged.
I blew it up, yeah.
So that we could actually see them. And we were walking around this area trying to track down where old buildings were from years ago. And it really was something.
It was a lot of fun.
And I tell you what, we're going to be out in that area in October. We can't really not advertise the fact that we're going to have in October. Let me double check the dates. Smile at them, Mark, while I find the dates. Looks like the 14th and 15th, we're going to be having a little expo down in southern Minnesota. More details to come soon.
Right.
And we're going to have an investigation down there. We're going to have people down there and all kinds of crazy stuff. Hello, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hello, Candace. So we got a lot of things coming up. Our schedule right now, we have a couple investigations coming up. We have one coming up. We just had one in Elk River. And June 3rd, we're heading down to St. Paul, Minnesota. We're going to be down there helping some people out. And then we're coming back to town. And we're going to have one in town at the end of the month of June.
Right.
And that's just what we have so far. So, yeah, absolutely. We are keeping busy with this. And we enjoy sharing this information. We hope that you guys enjoy hearing our, I don't know, escapades,
Our
adventures. We really enjoy getting out there with these families and helping them, cleanse their property of all the different stuff that they have issues with. And you can tell by just listening to some of the clips we had there that there's a lot of conversation we run into out there that talks about heaven and the afterlife. And that's really what makes it exciting, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then Ray says, hope we can meet up soon. Yep.
Yes.
That sounds good. We'll have to figure something out.
Absolutely. Hello, Tori. Oh, they're just rolling in the names by many. Barlaw Aaron is watching. Jackie said, thanks, Jackie. I really appreciate you guys coming on here. I can't say enough that, it takes some effort. A lot of this, Mark and I, we've experienced it, so we don't have to work too hard to put this show together. We just get to talking, and off we go. Hello, Kelly. And once we start talking, it's hard to stop. Because, we've gotten so bad. We go to investigations now. We'll start talking to clients or to other people.
Yeah, and it's just questions, and we just can't stop. We do stop.
We do stop. We get the job done.
Yeah, we have to move on. But you're right, yeah.
But it just reminds us of so many stories. We could just talk and talk and talk. But hey, I'm going to let you go a little short tonight. I appreciate everybody's popping on here. Absolutely love it. Next Tuesday night, what are we doing, Mark?
What's the date?
The date is the 24th.
Actually, we're going to be doing it on the 25th.
That's right. Because next week, we are going to be doing the first tour at the Thayer Hotel down in Annandale.
And so what were our times again? 6 and 8?
6 and 8. And that's, I promise you, I just was on the phone back and forth today. We're going to come out with that advertising. We're going to put it on all the websites for these tours out in Annandale, the hotel, old Victorian hotel. Beautiful place.
It's fun, yeah.
And I encourage you to come up there and take a tour. It's going to be a good time. And me and Mark are going to tell you about all the evidence that we found there. But not only that, all the people that have been there in the past.
Right, yeah. It's a fun place.
It is.
So we've kind of adopted it for the moment, or it adopted us.
Yes.
Either way.
So tours coming up on the 25th, Annandale, Minnesota. I'll get something out real quick on the final details. I'll get that out this week. And I tell you, if you guys got any topics you want us to talk about in the show, absolutely feel free to let us know what they are. You know, you can put them on, like I say, in the comments here, or you can go ahead and just send me a message after the show.
And Heather was asking about the cost.
Yeah, it's my understanding it's going to be $15 per person for the tour. And it's, like I say, it's a great opportunity. My understanding that if you eat dinner there, you get a discount for the dinner and the tour. And this place, tell them about the dinner.
Oh, the food's great. I had salmon when I was there last time, and it was amazing. It had some kind of a coffee rub on it.
Yes.
The food's great.
Top of the line food at this place. Top of the line. I can't say enough about it. So, hey, if you can make it out to Annandale 25th, or, you know, if you can't make it on the 25th, we'll be back out there on the 29th of June.
Right.
If you can't make that one, we'll be back out there on the 27th of July, last Wednesday of every month, all the way through Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
And we'll probably do a couple in Halloween. And so don't miss those tours. It's going to be a good time. And you get to hear my big mouth and hear all the cool stuff from Mark, because I just talk loud.
It's all
That's
cool
about
stuff.
it. All right, everybody. What time? It's going to be, the tour is going to be at 6 and 8. And our show will be live on location in the middle, about at 7, normal time.
Yep.
So that's why it's 6 tour, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And so maybe more family oriented. And the early one, they'll both be family oriented. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, we won't swear. We promise.
No, I mean, we try. All right. Well, thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
I
thanks. Have a good
super
night.
appreciate you coming, and we'll talk to you soon.